Hello everybody. Well, as usual, I'm a little bit late with this, but this week we're in zone 4. Again, this is the FlyLady system. I'm just trying to break it down for you, make it a little bit more simple, give it to you in little bite-sized pieces instead of lumping everything into one and it being a mass of confusion. So if you'd like to clean zone 4 with me this week, we are in our bedroom. So basically for me, I love the bedroom week because it's almost like I'm having a week off because we keep our bedroom very neat. There's almost nothing laying around that shouldn't be. And if there is anything laying around, this of course is a good time for us to decide, do we need this? Can it be put in a drawer? Could it be put away? Does it even need to be in this room? And of course you can do that in any zone. But we do like to keep our bedroom zone more of a haven for us. I think I've mentioned this before, we don't watch TV in there. Now, Spencer's a YouTube fanatic. He loves to watch YouTube. He's actually, unfortunately, rubbed off on me. So I watch a lot of YouTube as well, but I don't usually take it into the bedroom with me. But Spencer loves his YouTube, so he'll usually be in the bedroom with it. But my idea is the bedroom is, for nighttime things, and that doesn't include the television. So generally sleeping is what I'm talking about. Anyway, your bedroom may be laid out differently. You may have the TV in there, and maybe you and your spouse love to watch TV, or you and the kids love to pile up in the bed and watch TV, watch movies, whatever. And everyone's different that way. But for me, I just like it to be a haven for me, quiet, rest, relaxation, and really it's there for sleeping. So we do have some pets pile up in the bed with us, and this morning there was a lot of screaming on the outside, and I had 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm awakened by this cat screeching, and I raise the shade up and look outside and bang on the window, and I'm like, sorry Spencer, hate to wake you, but anyway, there was a neighboring cat out there bothering my cat, and they were screaming at each other, and our cat ends up usually getting bitten, and then we have to do the antibiotics and all this. So I was trying to avoid that, so I had to get up, turn the alarm off. Spencer had to run out there. Anyway, it was great fun, 6 o'clock this morning. And we usually, if I don't have to work, which I didn't have to work today, but if I don't have to work, I usually just get up on his schedule, which is 7, which is so nice to go to bed about 11-ish. We actually were in bed earlier last night and get up at 7. Very nice. We're getting lots of sleep. I can tell you during quarantine, he's still been working. I've still been working my regular schedule, but I've gotten more sleep during this quarantine than any other time in my life. So I'm pretty well rested most of the time now. But anyway, that's what our bedroom is set up for. So what I'm gonna do is go over the weekly cleaning schedule again. This is not my schedule. This is from Secret Slob. TheSecretSlob.com, TheSecretSlob.com. Okay, and as usual, I want to zone in right here with the zone cleaning. I'm going to put it up close, hopefully, so you can see that, and then I'm going to go over what it's talking about. Now, she has other lines in here where you can add, and there's people that are really good about going into the computer. I saw somebody that they had redone all of her cleaning sheets and put color on every page. For me, like here's mine, I just use colored pens. I don't need to redo all of hers in colors because I have colored pens, and I've actually, these pens are really cool. They have erasers on them. I got these on Amazon. This brand is called Erasable Gel Pen. Okay, that's not the brand. Not sure what the brand is, but anyway, if you look at on erasable gel pens, you can find they have this little neat tip. It's very cool. It doesn't work on anything but this gel pen. And there's all different colors. So you can see that I have a little bit of color in here. So I don't need to go through and redo everything. Now, if that's your thing, hey, go for it. You can go in and you can redo her form. And you can, if you don't like her list here, this list works for me if it doesn't work for you. And also she leaves spots down here on most of them where you can write yours in. So I pretty much just go with whatever she has unless I have something different. And then I cross out, like you can see here where I crossed out a couple things, and I'll go over why I have those crossed out. Okay, dust, window sills, and doors. And so on the doors, you just have those little ledges. Every door, at least for the people that I clean for, that have the little top two, and then I don't know what these are called, but it's a little decoration on the door. And those little ledges contain dust. And the way it's always gone is mine were dusty at my houses, and then my clients I cleaned for, generally theirs were not dusty because I was taking care of theirs, but I was not taking care of mine. So now this is part of my bedroom routine. So yes, I went through yesterday and did all of that. I did the windowsills and I did those doors. And of course, if you needed to get up on a step stool and do the top part of the door, I'm sure there's dust up there. I didn't worry about it. Or you can also do something that's on a pole. Those Swiffer dusters come with those long poles that you can pull it out and use it. Okay, so, or you can buy an actual duster that you can wash, that you can do that with. Okay, dust lamps. So I did that yesterday. Straighten bookcase. Now I have that crossed out. We don't have a bookcase. In fact, I've managed to not have any bookcases in this house. There's actually bookcases in this room and they don't have any books in them. I don't do books in bookcases. I actually have some books thrown in some drawers in one room in this house, but I don't have books sitting around, or there's one pile of books over here in front of me that's sitting there, but it's laying on the top. It's not like up and right into the bookcase. Nothing against that, just for me, I like, I have knickknacks in this room. I collect little turtles, little turtle figurines. I don't know why I just did that. They are turtles. They're not real. I think that's why I did that. Little turtles. They're not real turtles. And they're little figurines. And some of them are larger. Some are smaller. I prefer the smaller ones. But anyway, I have a rather large collection. And in this room, they're sitting out. Okay, so that, and they're actually on some bookcases, because I really don't, like I said, I don't really showcase my books. If you do, that's fine. So you'll need to dust that. But anyway, I have that crossed out because I don't have a bookcase to straighten, and these shelves here don't change. It just all pretty much stays this way. Sort and purge toys is the next one, and I have that crossed out. We don't have kids. Now they do have cat toys. Our kids are furry, and they do have cat toys. I don't spend a lot of time sorting and purging. Occasionally I'll throw a box out, or the cats collect boxes, you know how that goes. I'll throw that out, but I don't spend a lot of time with that. That's not like a monthly thing for me. And there's none in my bedroom. There's not cat toys in there. Okay, clean the furniture. So I just dust, and I try to dust all of it. So like the tops of everything, the bottom rim around, if it has like a bottom rim around it, anything that you have that has a top and a bottom, and sides maybe need to be dusted off, whatever you have there. And we've talked about this before. If you will declutter, it will not take you a long time to dust. Now, I just mentioned in this room, I have lots of clutter in this room. I could probably turn it around and show you. There's lots of stuff sitting out. It's my little collections. But it still does not take me that long to dust it. I can move some of this stuff around and get it dusted pretty quick. In fact, let me see if I can turn it around. Hang on. Let me see if I can see, I would have to go this way. I don't know what you're seeing here. There's the doorway. Okay, you see that right there? There's one. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so that's one of my bookcases that really doesn't have books in it. Okay, and so I can move that stuff pretty quickly. I just pick it up, put it back down. And then, of course, if the figurines need to be dusted, then you could do that as well. Also, FlyLady suggests that you just use a feather duster. I do not do that, but there's nothing wrong with a feather duster if that's how you prefer to dust. So feel free. When I'm talking about dusting, I'm always showing my lint-free cloths. That's just what I like. If you prefer the feather duster, she likes it because she doesn't really pick her stuff up. For me, I feel it's a big... you do a more thorough job if you pick this stuff up, and it will collect less dust. But she just kind of goes through, and she can dust in like 2 minutes, supposedly. That's FlyLady, that's not me. Okay, straighten your drawers. I really didn't do that. Spencer's, most of the drawers in there in the bedroom are his. My stuff's in another room, so I don't really straighten his stuff. Straighten the closet. I did ask him to straighten some of this stuff. Straighten your closet, sort your clothes. I haven't really worked on my closet in a few weeks, so I might need to get in there. I don't know, maybe I'll do that this weekend. I may get in there and do a little. I did pull some stuff out of my closet and put in bags in something that we call quarantining. That's a minimal mom term. Minimal mom is on YouTube. She's also on Instagram. She's probably on Facebook somewhere. But she has lots of YouTube videos, and she talks about how you can pull things out that you don't know if you want to get rid of or not, put them in a bin, or with me, it was just a plastic bag. I don't keep lots of bins, but she does. So either way, plastic bag or a bin, and quote quarantine it and push it to the side and decide later, give it a couple months, maybe 3 months. Have you worn it? Have you used it? Do you think you're going to need it? Did you have to pull anything out of the quarantine box or bin or bag? No, then maybe it's time to get rid of it. So that's just an idea of ways to get things out of your closet. Or with mine, I've got the bags, I've got it sort of shoved to the back of the closet so I don't have to really look at it. Okay, but it's still in there, but it's not, functionally able to be used right now without pulling it out of a bag. Okay, so sort your clothes, clean your windows. If you'll clean the windows while you're in the zone, I even went outside yesterday and cleaned the windows. So, and I used those little FlyLady rags that I've showed you before. You can always use window cleaner and paper towels. You can use newspaper. A lot of people like newspaper. For me, I never liked that. But it's all going to depend on you. If you want to use newspaper, go right ahead. People swear by that and they love it. For me, I would prefer those cloths with just the plain water. Or I also have for many years used paper towels and window cleaner, but I don't really use window cleaner anymore. But in the past, of course I did. Okay, windows, baseboards, and then vacuum and mop if needed. Okay, so the only thing I don't really do in there, we have hardwood floors. I almost never mop. I'm not saying it shouldn't be, I just don't. I don't think it's good for the floors. I don't think steam mop is good for wood floors. We even did the polyurethane ourselves, and I would not steam mop personally. I know people who do, and they think it's wonderful. And if that's you and it's working for you, then you do that. For me, I do not do it. It worries me. Let's put it, our floors are really old oak flooring, and I don't want to ruin them. So, wood flooring is very expensive to replace. So you just want to be very good to it and careful with it. But, if you got the good polyurethane on there, it'll last you for years and years and forever. And these floors have been in this house has been here about 100 years, a little over. Actually, it's been here about 130 years. So some of these floors have probably been here for 130 years. So they're doing great without me mopping them. They look fine. They're really, if there's a spot, you can always just wipe it up. Okay, now down here on her sheet, she also has the menu planning, and so I've planned out some of my menu stuff. I did shorter than usual. I did reminders. I had to order some meds. That's what that is all about. I did my weekly home blessing. I typically have been doing this over the weekend instead of Mondays. I worked Monday. If I work on Monday, I know I'm not going to do weekly home blessing. It's only an hour, but I tend to go a little bit overboard with it. So it's probably taking me more than an hour. I don't set the timer. She suggests that you do set a timer and do everything for 10 minutes and then quit. I really don't do that. If I'm going to do it, I just want to do it and I want to get it done. I don't use the timer that much, but if you're new to FlyLady, you might want to go ahead and use the timer because it will show you how much you're getting done in 10 to 15 minutes. It's really a wonderful way to show you that yes, you can declutter in 10 minutes. Yes, you can tidy up something in 5 minutes. Yes, you can get an entire task done in 10 minutes. So it's a good thing to use, but I've done FlyLady for years, so I don't worry too much about it. I just, when I'm done, I'm done. that's sort of my whole my worldview is when I get done, I'm done. If I'm sick of it, I'm done. Either way, I'm done. Okay, so let's see. Tuesday she has plan and pay, and of course FlyLady, it's plan and play. That's a play day. So like say you wanted to have lunch with a friend. Now these days we have people that aren't getting together with anybody at all. Some people like me, I will get together with people, other people will not, and so I don't want to cause an argument or anything of that nature. If you're prone to wanting to get together with people and you're ready to get back into the world, then feel free to make a date with somebody, a date, friend, whatever. Go out and do something fun. You could take the kids, go to a movie. If you want to just keep it within your family, I say go to a movie. I don't even know if they're open yet. We don't go to movies. We watch movies here. You can have a date at home and watch a movie. So you don't have to do it exactly the way FlyLady, but Steph from The Secret Slob does plan and pay. So she that's her meal planning and her making sure her bills are paid. A lot of mine are done automatically, but I just go back in, look at my check register, look at my online stuff, and just make sure everything's jiving, everything's come out that was supposed to. We're not waiting on something to come out. We're not bouncing a bill because something is not working properly, and just because it's computer and online doesn't mean it's working out. So we always just make sure everything's going the way it's supposed to. Wednesday's anti-procrastination day, so you can just pick something you've been procrastinating. She's got Thursday errands. I don't usually do errands. I do have a doctor appointment here in a few minutes, so when I leave, I am probably gonna run to a store and get a few things. But my errand day is typically Friday, so I will be doing the bulk of my errands tomorrow. And so Friday is car and bag day. Remember, that's when we clean out our car, our truck, the back of our truck, our diaper bag, our purse, our gym bag, our whatever bag that we have. Okay, so just if you keep those things going every single week, then your purse and your car and your gym bag and your diaper bag will always be sort of settled and never be terrible. And you can dump everything out of your purse and get it straightened out in less than 5 minutes generally. So if you want to set a timer, see how long it takes you, you might be able to get it done in 2 minutes. All right, so that's pretty much it for this week. Don't forget, I did a whole video on morning routine, and I need to do one on evening routine as well. Some people do an afternoon routine. You might want to work on that too. If you've already got a morning and a evening routine and you're a stay-at-home mom, you might want to work out a PM routine as well if that's needed for you. All right, so I hope this is explaining the system well. I hope you get a lot done this week. I've gotten a lot done in the zone this week. I've also I spend a lot of time cleaning my kitchen. So I do the bedroom zone, which is right here. I also spend time in my kitchen zone. That's pretty much a weekly zone for me. I also do that swish and swipe we talked about last week in the bathroom, so that when the bathroom zone comes around, there's not a lot of scrubbing, and you don't have to use a lot of power in there. If you'll just do that swish and swipe that we talked about last week, then your bathroom will always stay somewhat clean. Even with children, I think that you can keep it pretty clean if you'll do the quick swish and swipe. You can spend like 3 minutes doing that, and it really does help. And then all you'll have to do in your zone time is work on your shower, okay, or your bathtub. If you have a separate bathtub shower system, you'll have two things, but we just have the shower bathtub, so it's all one big thing. All right, hope everybody's doing great. Hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful rest of the week, and a great weekend planned, and I will see you again next week. Love you. Bye-bye.